Welcome back to That Track Channel. We are here at Rad Torque Raceway in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada to kick off Miles of Mayhem, Canada's biggest drag and drive event. We got 5 days, 4 tracks, 1,700 kilometers of non-stop action-packed excitement. Let's go check it out.
Hey, I'm Dustin.
I'm Josie.
And welcome to Miles of Mayhem.
All right, you guys, on our first day on Saskatoon, we had 138 cars, and now on day one, we're up to 150.
We're starting at Rad Torque today, and we got a 1,700 kilometer drive, and we're about to start the Mayhem.
Well guys, day one of the Mayhem is officially underway. Driver meeting out of the way, and racers are now lining up to get their first passes of the day here at Rad Torque Raceway. So it's going to be an exciting week. There was 150, I think, plus cars that's running this event, 1,700 kilometers. It's going to be tough though. Like, these are some very, very fast cars, and they have big gaps that they have to cover. Our next stop's going to be Saskatoon, which is 500 kilometers from here. So it's going to be one heck of a day. Well, Kyle, day one of the Mayhem is finally here. Are you pretty excited?
We're excited, yeah. Day one, make first pass and see how we fare.
Awesome, yeah. We got a long day in front of us. 500 kilometers to Saskatoon. So
It's gonna be a hot one.
It's gonna be a hot one, you're right?
Yeah.
That. Well, good luck up there.
Thanks.
Here we go, guys. Kyle's first run here at the Mayhem. Let's see how it goes. With his first pass to the Mayhem. Let's do this. All right, James, let's get this. 580. .611, 121 mile an hour. Little lane cleanup here going on. All right, guys, round one action here. Let's check out this Ranger. Woo! Man, this thing looks wild. Blew the tires off the thing. We'll get to see that thing run later, but that's a serious little truck. All right, guys, some modern muscle pulling up. Got a CTSV, sticker bomb Z01. This car sounds incredible. Now, for you guys watching, you may or may not know this, but I had a Z01 1LE. I had a 6th gen. This is a 5th gen car. But man, listen to the sound of this thing on Corsa exhaust. forgot my earplugs. How was that last pass for you?
It was okay. It wasn't terrible, but it's got more in it.
Okay, and what about the car? What kind of mods are done to this car? Is that a Magnuson I see you sitting behind you?
Yeah, it's 2300.
Okay.
It's got a 200 shot of nitrous if I use it.
Man, the one thing that's so cool coming to these big events is seeing the turnouts of the cars that come. Look at this thing, War Wagon. How cool is this? Lots of stuff, staging lanes are full, everyone trying to get their passes in. Whoa, check this out. This is cool. Oh wow, we gotta take a look at this, check this out. Wow. All right, guys, we got Ryan McElhenney from 780 Speed and Custom pulling up with his 1940 Ford. About to make his first pass here at the Mayhem. Now, Ryan is also a YouTuber. Check out his channel. He's got a channel 780 Speed and Custom, and looks like he does some pretty wild work. You got your first pass from the Mayhem out of the way. How was it?
Not what I was hoping for, but not bad. 767 at 88 miles an hour. So I put a bit more timing in it and go up again and hopefully get that 750, but we'll see.
Awesome. Are you normally, do you like to be a one and done guy and hit the road on these drag and drives, or?
I mean, in my head, yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't do it, no. I'm competitive, so I want to try, right?
Awesome. Well, good luck on your next pass, and yeah, we'll see you throughout the week.
I appreciate it.
All right, guys, this is Kirk's official pass at the Mayhem. He's been having all kinds of issues, and as we heard from him yesterday, the car wasn't built on boost. Let's see if those issues are fixed. Issues are fixed. 626, 108 mile an hour. He's got to be happy with that one. Well, Kirk, first pass at the Mayhem is out of the way.
Finally, got that fastest pass of my life. So hey, that's a win.
Congratulations, boss. Your teammates cheering you on.
TV. Let's do it again.
All right, guys, we got Kyle up with his second run at Miles of Mayhem. So first run was big wheels up, big carry, and as we said, he doesn't like to do that because that breaks parts. So he's made some adjustments to the wheelie bars, and hopefully this one we keep the wheels down a little bit, or keep the wheels down a little bit more, you know? He's moving. 580, 220 miles an hour. Woo! Kyle, my man, 582 in the 580 class. You got to be happy with that run.
Definitely happy with that, coming off that big wheelie last pass and making this one stick and run her out the back.
Awesome. That was a wild run. I'm assuming you're done for today's session and
yeah.
Right in the road.
Change over to street mode and off on the highway we go.
Awesome. Congrats, man.
Thanks.
So it is late. I don't even know what time it is, but yeah, there's only 5 vehicles left. We got that beautiful, beautiful custom rat rod. The Duramax Diesel Nova still here, and then Team Manitoba has a couple cars here. So the Cutlass didn't have any problems. The Mustang didn't really have any problems. This car did have some problems, and it's still continuing forward even though it has problems. The Mustang, however, has been here for a couple extra hours because they lost the keys to the car and they couldn't find them. So now that that's sorted, it's time to hit the road. Let's rock and roll. So you guys might remember me saying a little bit earlier that Miles of Mayhem is absolute, all about endurance, and it's an epic road trip. It's 1,700 kilometers long. Now, we've only made it about 1.7 kilometers, and the Mustang here is running way too hot. So you learn real fast about all the cool mods you do to your car and then how things don't actually pan out. So for example, this Fox body, it's turbo LS swapped, right? And yeah, it's got a custom one-piece front bumper. So it has no airflow at all, other than this tiny little opening right there. So the car's running hot, so the hood's coming off of the car. They're gonna strap the hood to their little pull-behind trailer and see if that'll help keep it cool. So stay tuned for more. Well guys, we've made it to check stop number 1, okay? So this is in Edmonton, Alberta. So we've literally made it nowhere. Okay, well, we've made it like 40 kilometers from the racetrack, and it's late. It's almost 6 o'clock here, and yeah, it's gonna be a long day. Unfortunately, the Mustang's overheating like crazy. Once again, with this front end on it, it just can't keep the car cool. So like the guys have been doing like 60, 70 kilometers an hour trying to keep the RPM down. And yeah, I mean, at this rate, like we're not gonna get to the next stop till probably 1, 2 in the morning or something like that. So it's gonna be a long day.
Just taking. You got a torch or something in there to heat this up? Okay, let's just do that. Sitting here fighting.
All right, Kirk, we are at JB's Power Center. Check stop number 1. It is, what time do we even have here? Let's see.
6:30?
6:30, and we haven't even left Edmonton yet because of what? What's going on here? Overheating issues.
Yes, so I decided to throw the Outlaw front end on this thing, which lets no air in. I knew that. I thought it should be okay. It's not okay. So we're hitting really high coolant temperature numbers. So I think when we pulled in here, it was 246, 247, and to a lot of people that know what they're talking about, it's a lot, right? So we ended up designing.
Show me your contraption here. What do we got?
We have, that's why we roll in partners on this crew. So we got a pump sprayer, we got ice water, JB Power, they gave us a bucket. So we're gonna take a bucket, fill it with ice water, keep topping this up, pump it up, and then we have fuel line, and we kind of wrapped it. It's gonna stay out the window. We attached it to here, keep it out of the way, and then up front here, we deadheaded it. We put a bunch of holes in it. So we're gonna try and shoot water up the front of the rad so that the fans can pull through it, right? So we're gonna try to throw ice water through it just to get until the sun sets, and then we're good. We just gotta get, it's been 35 degrees today, right? So that's what we're battling at this point.
Absolutely. Now, not only for your sake, but for my sake too, because you know what, guys? I don't like being last, and we're pretty much almost the last guy.
I think the diesel guys were still throwing their trans in when we left, so they're last, and I think they might have been last year too. So this is how we did last year.
And at this rate, we're not going to roll into Saskatoon till like 2 or 3 in the morning.
If we're lucky.
Oh, I do not like to hear that.
If we're lucky, yeah. Yeah, last year we were showing up at hotels and we stayed there for half an hour. We stayed in some nice hotels, but it was, yeah.
It's just a bed at that point.
It was a shower and it was a nap, and then we did it again. We were battling heat issues, and I thought I sorted it. I moved a bunch of coolers to the back. I sorted a lot of the cooling stuff out, but then I closed the front end up, which I knew was going to be a battle. But I mean, it is what it is. We've come too far, and we're just going to figure it out, right? So we'll figure it out.
Let's see. Hopefully this works out for us.
Yeah, well, yeah, I hope so. I hope you're right.
We'll see you in Saskatoon.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit.
So the parking lot beside JB is also being utilized by none other than Mr. Sean Jones. And we got the car up on jack stands, and I'm just thinking to myself, what in the world is going on? So let's go find out from Mr. Sean Jones. What are we doing over here, Sean?
Oh, you know, we just had some oil pressure issues, so we're gonna do a little quick service lube job here and see what comes up from it. See if we find any stripper glitter or anything in the oil pan. And
Absolutely. So I'm assuming you're running like 1030 in here, and I saw you walking out of the store with some 2050. So hopefully maybe a heavier, thicker oil might add a little bit better oil pressure for you, you think?
yeah, we're gonna change it and see what happens.
Okay, well, here we go. Oil change in the parking lot time.
It's all fun.
Well guys, day one isn't going as planned, and I'm starting to think, what did I sign myself up for? Now it's 7 o'clock and we're just hitting the road leaving Edmonton for Saskatoon, and we still have a 500-kilometer drive in front of us. On top of that, there's a check stop in North Battleford that we have to make as well before we can even get to Saskatoon. So we hit the road and we stopped in Vegreville for something to eat, and decided to take some rollers along the way and continue along the route. We'll check up with you guys at the next check stop.
Well guys, as you can tell by video, it is dark. It is late. We're only in Lloydminster. We're one of the last remaining teams that's making our way through. It's gonna be well past midnight by the time we hit Saskatoon. So you know what, we're just gonna grab some coffees and stuff and yeah, hit the road. We gotta get to North Battleford and still make a checkpoint. So wish us luck. Well guys, we're finally at check stop number 2. And speaking of number 2, it's about 2 in the morning and we're exhausted. It's been a long day, it's been a long night, and Team Manitoba hasn't had much luck today. One of our friends that we've been traveling with has that Ford Mustang, the Turbo LS Mustang, and it's been overheating. He just can't get the car to stay cool because it's got a big one-piece front bumper on it. It's not getting any air to the rad. So the car is running super hot and he's traveling around 70 kilometers an hour this whole way. On top of that, we've had struggles as well, even with the Cutlass, picking up things along the way. I might have ran over a hair, I'm not sure. You know, like there's just been all kinds of stuff going on. But either way, we're still an hour and a half away to Saskatoon, and you know what? I'm just ready to call it round, or day 2. I just want this day to be over with, guys. Better luck tomorrow. Well guys, day number 2 of Miles of Mayhem, and we're here at Saskatchewan International Raceway. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys, I was running a little bit late this morning. That's because we got in really late last night. And I made an observation, okay? So far from day 1, what I've observed is there's 2 types of Mayhemers. There's those that like to, you know, make sure they have a prepped car, make sure the car runs at highway speeds. You know, they get their hits done at the track, they get on the road, they might enjoy a nice dinner, you know, a nice enjoying evening with friends at the hotel, maybe have a few drinks. And then there's the other type, the type that loves mayhem, the guys that want to leave the track last, that don't roll in till 4:30 in the morning to Saskatoon, and let's give us no sleep whatsoever. Now, I'm not pointing any fingers or anything, but this guy here might be one of those mayhemers. So we're here though, we're gonna see all the action, we're gonna check it all out right now. Let's go. Tell me, man, things were looking good till they weren't. Please tell me this isn't something major. What's going on?
Made the pass, heard a little bit of noise, thought it was the wheelie bars on the track, and then went boom, smoke, and now there's rods laying in the catch pan.
Oh no, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is that the end of Miles of Mayhem for you?
We got a motor on the way, so we're gonna try and change it out here and start the Mayhem.
You guys got a motor on the way?
You betcha.
Where'd you find a motor so fast? Like you just got
Connections.
back in.
That's the thing about Miles of Mayhem. Everybody's willing to help, so
Awesome.
Here we are.
Okay, well then I guess we got some filming to do to watch you change your motor. Well, good luck, man.
You bet. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you.
Well, we'll check back in with Kyle in a little bit. But for now, let's go chat with a few of the other Mayhemmers and see how their time's going here in Saskatchewan.
I'm Matt Weber, and this is my 64 Chevy 2. That's my first year competing at Miles of Mayhem 2023. Had the car for about 8 years. It was kind of a show car, street car for a while. And it's actually an autocross car, not a drag car, but I thought I'd come out here and put some passes down and see how it does. It's a GM Performance LS3 525 crate. I pulled the cam out, put a Texas speed blower cam in it. Got a Vortex T-trim blower. It's making about 760 wheel.
I had a chance to chat with this gentleman about his car the other day. The interior in this thing's amazing. And I was like, man, this thing looks like a show car. He goes, as a matter of fact, it was a show car and they turned it into a drag car. And he says he eventually wants to go back to a show car because it kills him to beat it up. Wow, that was a hairy ride. 725, 94 mile an hour. All right, guys, here's Sean Dick, one of our hometown heroes from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, run the LS Turbo big farm truck. With a 791, 92 mile an hour. Got to be happy with that. Hell yeah. Mr. Sean Dick, I hear you just ran a personal best.
Personal best ever, 791 in the 8th.
791 out of this big girl. Okay,
oh yeah, out of this
pig. Tell me what's going on with this thing?
Well, it's just a plain old Jane 6-liter, Amazon special 69 mil turbo, 480E, all kind of tuned up a little bit. Probably making around 700, 750. So we're doing pretty good so far this year.
Awesome. So it's early here in Saskatoon, and I see you're packing up. I'm assuming you're one and done and off to the next stop.
Yeah, we're one and done. We got to make some miles, man. We're going for the win as best as we can.
Awesome. Yeah. We'll catch up with you in Medicine Hat, man.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you up there.
So their track was laying compound to let some of these big power cars run, see if they can get a good pass in. We got Kyle from Boosted Lifestyle pulling up right now with this beautiful Mustang, this G-Guy Slow, they like to refer to it as. Guys, right here we got a heavy hitter. We have Kyle from Boosted Lifestyle. Kyle, how you doing?
Good, how you guys?
Oh, no complaints, man. So you're out here absolutely crushing it. Tell me about your last run.
It seemed like everybody's having issues today. We managed to get down to 533, which is a personal best on race week, or Miles of Mayhem. I turned it up just slightly just to see if the track will take it, and then we'll bring that data to the next track if it does take it. If not, we save the last file. Seems to be working at all the tracks. We're at 536, 533. At least it's consistent.
All right, guys, my late night travel buddy, none other than Mr. Kirk DeLorme, getting his first hit in here at Saskatchewan International Raceway. We didn't get in till 4:30 in the morning, and we're a little tired. So let's see how the Mustang runs here in Saskatchewan. So, as you guys know, this is turbo LS powered, around 1,000 horsepower, and it's his first hit here. So let's see how it goes. Blowing tires, lifting wheels, 689 at 105 mile an hour.
The wheel up, you see
Yeah, I know, Kirky with the wheel up. What are we looking at here?
Okay, Gary, so what we have here is an LM4. Was an 8-cylinder, now it's a 1.5 cylinder.
Okay.
So we're missing 6 rods and pistons. This one is very bent, and one of these ones I believe is still connected to a piston. The rest of it is absolutely disintegrated, broke the block basically in half. There's a rod sticking out of the block there, big window obviously.
I'm not gonna lie, Kyle, looks like you did quite the number on this thing.
Absolutely no warning. Had no idea this was gonna happen.
Now, out of curiosity, Kyle, is not saying that this is expected, but do you feel like you got your money's worth out of this engine?
Definitely. For the $300 that this motor cost me, I think we did probably over 200 9-second passes on it.
Okay, so that sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
So now we got a 6-liter going in, is that right?
6-liter iron block going in. Not changing the camshaft or anything in it. We're just gonna run it just so we can finish the week and see how it pans out. We'll still make passes,
So now
of course,
you've already done visual inspection on this new used motor that's come your way. Everything looks good?
New used motor, no excessive amounts of sludge. So looks like it's around the 250,000 K, so it should be good for couple pounds of boost, and we'll go from there.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll let you get back to it because obviously we still have a long day to Medicine Hat, so I don't want to take up any more of your time. Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Guys, a moment of truth here. The 6 liters in. Let's see if it runs. Well, it runs. The beast is alive.
Let's go.
Well, guys, 8:45 p.m. here at Saskatchewan International Raceway. The Datsun's finally all buttoned back up. These guys are going to be leaving here probably in the next 15 minutes to make the trek to Medicine Hat, which is probably a good 5-6 hour drive for these guys. Obviously, a new motor's in. They've got to do their tests and make sure everything's good. And usually when they're traveling, it's 85, 90 kilometer an hour. So yeah, they got a long night in front of them. We wish you guys well, and we'll see you guys in Medicine Hat.
Sounds good.
Well, guys, day 3 of the Mayhem is here, and we are in Medicine Hat to check out all the action. It's a nice day. The weather's really good. It's windy. These guys actually have a really strong tailwind. The wind's going right down that track, and these guys are getting some really good times here. Now, for me, myself, I didn't actually get into Medicine Hat last night till 2:30 in the morning because we were in Saskatoon till 9 o'clock last night, helping out our friends from Manitoba with their Datsun truck. They ended up shooting 6 rods outside the block, and they ended up replacing the 5.3 liter that was in there with the 6 liter. Gentlemen like this guy right here, Nick Duval, he was a part of that, and he helped that happen. So we're actually gonna go catch Nick run right now. Woo! Let's go, Nick. that thing sounds incredible. Good old diesel power. .763, 91 mile an hour.
2013 to now.
All right, guys, here's something you don't see every day. A Studebaker. Such a unique looking car, wild paint job. Let's see how it does.
Young big
836, 82 mile an hour.
1018.
All right, guys, we have an Audi and looks like a Yukon Denali pulling up the line. Now, funny story with this GMC truck is it's part of a group called Plan B. And what these guys did is these guys all made a bet. And the Plan B was their Plan A rides didn't make it, right? So they all had problems with their first cars. And yeah, they're up here running their secondary vehicles. They all got money, a friendly bet in to see who wins the class. And yeah.
Because Plan A goes away.
And he crosses the line at 10:46 in that big GMC. All right, guys, Sean's first pass here at Medicine Hat. We're hoping to one and done this track and move on to the next. .907 at 878. All right, guys, Pizza Planet's first pass here at Medicine Hat. This thing has a 6-liter in it now. It had a 5.3 yesterday. It shot all the rods out of the block, and these guys didn't get here till 5:30 this morning in Medicine Hat. Left Saskatchewan at 10 o'clock last night. Let's see how it goes. Woo!
Oh, trying to beat the truck on his way back. How about that?
Looking good, looking good. Oh, looking good. Keep it in it. 624, 111 mile an hour, not bad. Well, Kyle, first pass here at Medicine Hat, and this new 6-liter goes at 622. Take me through this run and take me, what are your thoughts here?
It was a good safe pass. Got on the two-step good, went down the track. The fueling is still a little bit off. Got to get that kind of tuned in. Made a good lick. Motor's happy, so I think we're ready to roll.
Now, things appeared to be going well in Medicine Hat. We were all having fun. No one was really breaking down. All the cars seemed to be doing well, and most importantly, everyone left the parking lot before the sun went down, including myself. But we only made it about 5 minutes up the road until we ran into our friend Kirk with that green Turbo LS Fox body, and little did he know, his worst night of the mayhem was in front of him. See, Kirk seeked out alignment help in Saskatoon the night before because the car wasn't traveling straight. And unfortunately, the help that he got, I believe, made the car worse. So on their way to the check stop, they actually blew out both of their front runners. Now they had to get creative, and Kirk did have a drag setup with him that he was traveling with. So they ended up putting his drag tires on the front of the car, but because the drag tires were so wide, they actually had to remove the front fenders. And then somehow they lost one of those wheels along the way as well. The car was consistently overheating and constantly having issues. Well, they didn't get to their hotel and unfortunately had to sleep on the side of the road. It was day 4 that they were officially disqualified from the race. But to be honest, I think they were okay with that.
What's up, guys? It's Dylan from That Track Channel. Come at you live. We're at Gas Plus and whatever, and we broke down about 18 times today, but that's okay. We're on the road. We're an hour and a half away from the hotel, and all I give a fuck about is hotel beers. Let me tell you what, I have been dying for those sons of bitches all goddamn week. I hate drag racing. I hate that car, and I fucking hate that guy. That's it. What's up, guys? Dylan from That Track Channel coming back at you. We're still at the Gas Plus, Alex, wherever that is, and we're gonna make that stop number 19. And let's go catch up with him. What do you say? Kirk, buddy, how's it going?
It's gone. You know what? It's a day. It's a day. We're having a day.
What do you got going on here, buddy?
We don't have one of these, which is kind of, it's a big deal. Which one of these is a little big deal? If you like spark plugs, you need them. You know.
Well, we'll let you get back to it because it looks like you're having a terrible day. Again, everybody, that's Dylan from That Track Channel coming at you.